Hang on. Welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, everybody. We're doing some adjusting over here. I'm trying to find the remote to turn my TV off because everything stays on MSNBC. Oh my God.
Sound like you're in my place.
I know. Okay, so now we're ready to roll. Welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio TV. I'm Toni Breedlove, and those beautiful people right there, that's Yvonne Baker and Mr. Dalai Lama Rollin D. He was in the shades before we came on air. Yvonne called him incognito. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I hope everybody's good. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing great.
I guess you are, D.
Today my Friday, so yeah, I'm doing great.
Oh, no wonder. You got your little cocktail on the side?
Yeah. My water.
Oh, cocktail enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Oh my gosh. Want to say hello to Miss Jacqueline. Hey, Miss Jacqueline. She's joining us early. So I guess she don't want to miss a thing. Oh, you're breaking up, Miss Yvonne. What'd you say?
I said she wanted her to get first bid.
Oh yeah. Oh
First
yeah. I think we're doing okay over here, Jacqueline, broadcasting from Texas, Las Vegas, and the ATL. That's the way we do things around here. We cover the coasts.
Yes.
But tonight's topic is the difference between what women and men want in a relationship. And this topic comes from Miss Robin Marie. She's been following us for quite a while. Why are y'all laughing?
Because when you said that, D looked up. It's like, what do men want?
That's the question of the night.
That's the $1 million question. Yeah.
So of course, you said what?
I said I can't wait to hear this either.
I know. And I am going to welcome Miss Robin Marie if she has a camera and she's listening in and watching in. I'm going to invite her to even join us on screen. Mm-hmm.
Hey now.
All right.
You think you bad now.
Oh my gosh. But before we even get started, I do want to, I was like trying to put the sponsors up and I'm hiding stuff. Hot Topics Talk Radio TV and the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network is sponsored by Shades of Africa in 2 locations in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. Also sponsored by SPMG Media, Miss Gina Smith, who happens to also be our publicist. So she makes sure that we are seen all over the nation as well as in 12 countries. So thank you, Miss Gina Smith. Also, thank you to Mr. Reggie Kearney of the Urban Sentinel. You guys got to check him out. That's not any of that fake news stuff. So, Mr. Reggie Kearney of the Urban Sentinel, thank you so much. And also adding to our little mix, Miss Stephanie Jenkins, Warren Jenkins with FES Protection Plan. So for more information regarding our sponsors, head on over to our website at hottopictalkradio.com/sponsors. All right. So tonight's topic. You know what I found really interesting is that when I was writing the show and I was looking up all this information about the differences of what men and women want in relationships, I found more sites that indicated that women want far more things than men want. And I thought it was interesting. It went from one site going from listing 12 things that women want in a relationship to up, I think it was up to 24, versus men who only wanted at the least it was 7 things, and at the most it was 9. So I thought it was kind of interesting. I thought it was rather interesting. So I'm going to start off. So Rollin D, because you never have anything bad to say, like me and Yvonne, what do men want in a relationship?
Well, Tony,
I'm glad you asked.
I am glad you asked. Well, Tony, I'm not going to generalize my comments for all men, but I will say, I would think the majority would agree. For men, Tony, for us, we're very simple, individuals, simple creatures here. A lot of men would want respect. For the most part, is respect. Well, the number one thing here I would say is respect. He wants to respect. I think some men will also feel appreciated. Feel like they're appreciated when they're going over and beyond. Feel a little bit of appreciation. Some of us, I'm not going to say myself on this. We like to be spoiled, and kind of pampered a little bit. And I know women are like, well, pampered? Oh my God. No. When I say that, understand, some of us men, we want to be courted too. We want to feel, wanted. And we also want to feel that, it's good for us to be around. Now, those only 3 basic things. I don't have a list of 7, but those are just my 3 things, that.
So how many was that? 2 or 3?
That was 3.
Okay.
Respect. Want to feel wanted. And what was the other one I said? I forgot that quick. Respect. Want to feel wanted. Well, that's 2.5, so we'll go with that right now. But I think for the most part, as long as the brothers feel respected and they feel wanted, I think that's the main 2 things I feel. But again, I'm just speaking for myself, so.
But generally, okay,
well, yeah.
If you were speaking for just not yourself,
I would say respect.
What would you add? Would you add anything into those 3?
Respect, want to be wanted. No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't. Because again, me personally, I'm a very simple person. I don't require a lot. Only thing I require is, just simple things. I'm very easy to get along with. I never had or been in a situation where I was just wilding out. I don't ask for a lot. Just respect. Respect is a key thing now, because a lot of women and a lot of men and vice versa don't respect one another at all. So I use that as the key phrase for number 1, because I think we need to show more respect to one another. I think we need to listen more to one another. I think we need to hear each other out more. I also feel that we need to, communicate more with our mates and communicate more, with the person we're dealing with, because communication is key nowadays. And if you don't have that communication factor, then it's very hard to try to grow with the individual and expand what you're trying to do with the individual if you don't have a communication set in place.
But let me ask you guys this. I'm going to ask you both this, because you said that communication is the key. Do you guys really honestly believe that people today know how to communicate?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Now you have social media, you have text messages, you have emails, you have text messaging. Emails is killing communication for a lot of people nowadays, because some people are so used to doing their job and they're emailing on their job, they want to bring that into their relationship. So therefore you're texting. I know people that want to have conversations through a text message when you can simply just call me.
Right.
Why have just call. Yeah. Why have why go through the, hassle of texting and going back and forth when you can easily communicate and call the individual?
All right. So Yvonne, respect from the male point of view that Rollin D was alluding to. that respect is a big thing. Same way with communication. Do you think that people know how to respect each other nowadays?
There are very few people that know how to, few men and women know how to respect each other. And I agree with D about, what he said, but one of the things that he left out was, was sex. When, D, sex. The SEX.
Oh, I know about it, yeah.
Once you get once you get past the physical attraction,
right,
which is part of the sexual attraction, I think now it's more, men are more wanting to. It's kind of, okay. I think men now are. My brain is fogged up. I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
It's late. It's late there.
Yes, but I think men are more. They're trying. They are trying. The majority of men are trying now to get into a relationship that has substance.
I agree 1,000%.
So, you know what? And I had a guy actually call me on the phone. He texted me his number, and when next thing I know, my phone was ringing. I looked at it, I'm like, oh my goodness. No texting.
Well, that's good, because
I know, but why are we so surprised when someone does not text?
Because a lot of people do it.
That seems to be the norm now.
Exactly.
Okay, so
if it's not being texted to you, and you can actually tell these people, look, I'm not into texting. I want to talk to you one-on-one. And they'll ask why.
Did you see what Corey?
That's what I was just looking at. Corey wrote, me and my wife had a full-blown text message argument, and we were literally in the same house at the same.
That's funny. That's funny. I mean, but I believe them, and again, I believe
people do that because Yvonne, what did I tell you about my parents? Now they're not from the texting era,
but
they send each other emails.
Oh, they're in the emailing.
Yeah,
right.
Instead of just walking upstairs or walking downstairs and communicate, you're going to send an email.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But it's. A lot of men are coming. They're coming around, and I can't speak for a woman because I deal with men. But they are coming. They're coming around, and but it's not it's not the younger generation. It's the mid to older generation.
What time out? Would you say, Yvonne?
I'm not saying all.
Okay. So would you say maybe like from the 30 to up era?
I would say from the 40 up.
Okay, makes sense. I agree.
Yeah, from the 40 era up.
Makes sense.
But the younger generation, that's all they do. They walk around with their heads down, and they're constantly texting.
I agree.
Yeah.
And but communication is a big part of what men want. And not to mention, the woman got to cook.
Don't no woman cook today.
Right. How about as say? I mean,
men want women that cook. They want.
You gotta be our age to cook. What the hell was that, D?
I ain't looking for nobody 40 years younger than me.
I know that, but what?
Time out.
Okay, go ahead, D.
Time out. Because in today's, some men, not all, some men know how to cook as well. They compliment their woman and sharing the load. If my woman works, a full-time job, it's my responsibility to get in the kitchen, to either cook a meal for the family or get in there with her and help her prepare the meal. And that's something that I've been working on myself as of late, because again, I got kind of comfortable once I got in my situation, and to a point where my girl had to let me know, like, okay, when we first hooked up, you was cooking, now you just got relaxed. So she checked me on it, and I'm like, baby, you're right. So she said every week I want to make sure that we in the kitchen together, and we prepare a meal together. Like on my off day, Thursday and Friday, let's cook a meal together. So I think, again, a part of communication, because she wouldn't have communicated that to me, I would just still be relaxed. But since she brought it to my attention, I'm able now to say, okay, man, you're right. You got a valid point. I have gotten kind of relaxed. So let me get back up and start doing what I was doing before we hooked up. I was cooking, I could throw down. I don't even see some of my pictures or some of my famous Rollin D. Hennessy ribs on Instagram or on Facebook, but I mean, I do the thing. So,
No,
oh
we
my
can
gosh.
see it, but we can't taste it, okay?
Yeah, right. Yes, right. So Robin Marie, the person who had given us tonight's topic, has joined us and she's listening in. And I'm actually going to invite Miss Robin, if you have a camera on your phone or whatever device that you're using to join the show tonight, you can download, it's called Be Live TV, and it's an app. And if you want, I will pull you in on camera. Okay. So that is an invitation to Miss Robin Marie so that she can give her point of view on camera. Okay. And she said, yes, communication is different. So say yes, that you're going to enjoy the show.
Yeah, I mean, and again, Tony, I mean, communication is very important, and it's sad nowadays. You know, I know Yvonne said the younger generation, but I got to kind of, swear away from that, because I know some of the older folks, even your age, you guys' age range, that don't know how to communicate and still like to try to be hip with the new generation and try to, go through the texting thing as well. So,
oh my gosh, did you hear what he said, Yvonne?
Well,
I was kind of excited. I was texting.
He said, as you can tell, we get distracted around here.
Well, I think Jacqueline made an excellent point. She's saying technology is making people way less social. And I agree 1,000% with that, because again, it's just too easy. It's like taking the easy way out. Okay, I don't feel like talking. Let me just send her a message. Hey, how you doing? How's your day?
Exactly.
Robin in bed.
Robin's in the bed. What time is it?
8:00.
8:30. I hear you, Robin, because you know what? If we were doing this, I would be broadcasting from my bed. Oh my God.
How does Robin think she's going to throw out a topic and not be included in it?
Exactly. Oh, that Robin. Anyway, so like I said, the list of what women want in a relationship are far, far longer than what men want. But why do you think that is, though? Because do you think that women can be a little bit more, I don't know. I don't want to use the wrong word.
Petty. I think that's a good word, petty. Yeah, that's a great word, petty. P-E-T.
Some women.
Petty.
But I think that women are just being able.
A long list like this, and that list ain't being fulfilled, and the years are rolling by.
Higher standards.
Huh?
We want what we want. It's not being petty.
Okay, but what you want in today's 2018, a lot of people are not.
Okay, I don't care if it was 1912. We want what we want.
In that case,
I mean, a woman is a woman. Men are supposed to provide three things.
Okay, I'm listening.
They're supposed to protect, provide, and please.
Okay, that's fair.
What we want.
Okay, that's a good list. Tony said a long list. I mean, so that's a good short list.
But I think what it is that women seem to break things down. You can have like 5 categories, and we'll take out 12 things out of those 5 categories and be precise as to what we want.
Yeah, because you know what? It said you get what you ask for. So what we do is we break it up. Out of those three P's, we break them each down. We want somebody that's got a job, that's protect. We want somebody that's gonna provide, got a job to pay the bills, help pay the bills.
That's under the category.
And we got, and I'm doing this fast because my battery is getting low on my,
Huh?
on my phone. But
Already?
yes,
I got
Oh
a plug?
no.
but it's we have to be specific, because if we
Okay, but
don't,
okay, but he
you
found, but
guys
don't.
you guys have this thing of, and I thought about this when the topic came up. Men really don't know what they want. They say they want they say they want a certain woman that they can settle down with, that's going to be there for them, that's got this and that. And then when you meet them, they look at you like, well, hell, you're not Beyonce. You ain't got the body of Beyonce. You don't have the look of Beyonce. You don't have Beyonce's hair. Hell, I can go and buy some Beyonce hair. But
Yeah, that's true.
the thing is that y'all say one thing, and women do the same thing too. They
Exactly.
say
Yeah.
one thing,
Yeah.
but then when it comes down to actually meeting and trying to get into a relationship, we start picking apart. Well, we go down that list. Well, okay, well, let's see now. He's not, and no pun, Tony. He's not tall enough.
Right. Okay, you took the word out of my mouth,
He's
Yvonne.
got a
Thank you.
gap between his teeth. His hair is.
Well, I
He's
gotta get
got.
up.
He got a bald spot in his head. I mean, we just start picking stuff apart. Where
And that's
we
why I said petty. That's why I
talk
said petty.
ourselves out of the
Okay.
relationship.
So I'm gonna read this comment from Jacqueline because the comments are starting to roll up and I want to try and get to everybody. But she says that one problem nowadays in this weird role reversal is there's a weird role reversal going on. Women are becoming more masculine and men are becoming more feminine. We have
I agree.
feminism
I agree.
to thank for that. And the worst thing that ever happened to women. I have to agree. However,
I agree with that. It's a lot of weak brothers. It's a lot of weak brothers out there. I do agree with that 1,000%.
yeah, but you know what? I think that the feminist movement, in some ways, is good for the rights of women. However, but I think that women have taken it way too far. They've injected it in every facet of their lives. And that's what is probably the cause of a lot of women being alone today. And it's not because they're picking someone apart like me or because I work too much. It just has to do with the fact that, their needs or their wants are so out of balance. They don't know what they want, for the fact that, what they need is something totally different. And so I think that the needs and the wants are out of balance for women because, like you said, women too, we do the same thing. We say what we want in a man, but then we turn around and say, well, shit, I don't think I want this man, but he's everything that you said that you wanted.
And it's a lot of that, Tony. It's so much of that. I mean, it's so much of that. I read so much of that back here years ago. When like Yvonne said, with a job. Okay, I've been in my job at that time 15 years. A man got his own place. Okay, I got my own house. I've been having a house, 12 years. Own car, have that. I mean, so you get these criteria, a man that look out and provide. Okay, you get these things, and it's like, okay, some women get cold feet. I've seen it not once, not twice. I've seen it 4 times in the past 10 years. So again, I think we need to be careful of what we ask for. And when we ask for these things, we got to make sure that we're ready to accept these things when they come to us. So if you're saying, well, I want a man to provide this and that, look into the mirror and say that. And when you get that, make sure you look back in that mirror and say, okay, well, I got this now. What do I do? Because you got to make sure you're sure. Don't play with people. A lot of times, we got a lot of folks out here nowadays that are playing with people. A lot of women are playing with men. A lot of women are playing, with men's emotions. And like I told you in the beginning of the show, some men want to feel, appreciated too. They want to feel, that they want it, and so forth and so forth.
And vice versa. Men are playing with women too. It's like,
right.
Well, that's been the beginning of the time. So I mean, I agree with you on that. But I think women have took that and reversed it now.
Okay.
See, they reversed it.
Okay, but no, men, it is not reversed. It's still going on tit for tat. And men are playing with women just like women are playing with men.
And do you agree that's being petty?
Right now, there's, what is it, 10 women for 1 man? Petty. So, I mean, you guys have the pick of the litter, and you know this. You can be You can meet me tonight, and then Toni could come along tomorrow, and you're like, oh shit, let me hit that.
Time out.
You know?
Got it. Because again,
why is that a timeout?
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because again, that's a boy and an immature man that wants to do that. Because if a man has his mind,
there's a lot of boys that are.
Well, I agree. In a man, but I agree. I agree with that. Because again, if you know what you have and you value what you have and you respect what you have, then I don't give a hell if Beyonce walked by. If I respect who I'm with and who I'm dealing with, then it doesn't matter. That's the difference in a man who got his shit together and got his priorities in order and don't want to take a chance in losing what he has. Because when you get to a stage where you have things you don't want to lose, you ain't gonna make dumb decisions. I mean, the reason why I say that because you go out here and slip up, you can have a damn baby, you can catch a damn disease. So again, a man that values what he has is gonna think twice, like, is it really worth it? And he's gonna move past that because again, the mature man. Not just
but honestly, Rollin D, I don't know if anybody is going to agree with me, but you have men today there are not a lot of men out there.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that.
And then the ones that are out there, then you have to have the discernment whether or not this man has his shit together. And it's not that many of them.
I agree. If he had shit together, a lot of them are taken. If they had shit, they got the shit.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're dealing with what we call the here and the now. And if you don't have a strong number of men out here who have that belief that you just told, then no, it's not that simple. It's really not that simple, because I don't think that this topic would have actually been brought to the table if it were that simple.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not that simple, but I'm just telling you that, I mean, you got to separate, when we say men, we got to say some men, and we got to say, we can't say all of them, we got to say some men, and it's a 50-50. I mean, you're going to have some men that rock this way, you have some men that rock the way what I just stated, and that's your 50-50. Now, the question is, which side of the fence do you go on? Do you go to the left or do you go to the right? Because if you're choosing the man that's on the right that want to play these games and want to do this and do that, then is that a bad choice factor? You got to think about what are you attracting and what's the choice? The choices that are being presented that you're making.
Okay, so I'm going to make.
You keep making the same kind of man, the same kind of man, the same kind of man. No good man, no good man.
That are out there. So what do you mean? What do you mean? The majority of the men that are out there, and I hear this on both sides. It's not just men that are fucked up. Women are fucked up.
You're right.
Okay.
Big time.
Look where we're living. Look how we're living in today's times. So when you say, it's the man that you're choosing, hell, if that's the only thing that's out there, you can't help but attract an asshole. Right?
And you know what, too?
Well,
there are so many women that are out for self.
True.
Until once they get a good man, they ruin him.
True.
Exactly.
He's scared to death of, the next woman coming along because he thinks she's going to be the same way as the other woman was. Use and abusing.
Mm-hmm,
so now the woman we women that are good women, we have a fight on our hands.
You got that right.
Yeah.
So, you got that right.
I mean, so one thing is we can't win for losing. We may luck up on, a good man. And I'm not saying all men are bad, D.
Oh, no doubt.
Or, all that. There are quite a few men that are good men.
Oh, yeah. Providers, everything you asked for, everything you just stated. Providers, that respect, everything you asked for.
But the thing is that, where the hell are they?
Well, they're sprinkled around the universe.
I'm going to tell you where they're not. They're not in Las Vegas.
Well, maybe not. That's when you get on a plane and you travel and see other things and see other people and meet other people. Because one thing I've learned is you can't sit still and just hope that, unless you live in a big city and you got to explore that city. But a city like Las Vegas, like, come on. I mean, I lived in Vegas for years.
Here. You know, it ain't shit here.
I'm saying I lived there for years, so you're right. But I lived there at a younger age. But again, like Yvonne said, men have more of a more of a variety to deal with. So it's a little different.
They do. They do. But Jacqueline says that there aren't any men in California either.
Now, I have heard that numerous of times. Well, because you got half of the men out there that are either incarcerated, don't have their shit together. And I feel bad saying it because a lot of these are my brothers out there. I really feel bad saying this.
Yeah.
But I got to go by what I see when I go home. I got to go by what I see, the people I talk to in the private Facebook groups from California. And I hear women all the time that complain about the men out there. So when I come out there, I kind of see some things they're talking about. The women out there are kind of killing the game as far as like education-wise, having shit together, career-oriented out there. And the brothers are kind of like, like 5-10 steps behind. I mean, it's tough. Dating in California is tough for the simple fact, look at how much it costs to live out there. So if you want a guy that got his own place, his own car, his own career, with shit, a lot of things gonna be kind of like gonna be subtracted for the simple fact. I mean, he's trying to do all he can do just try to maintain and make it out there. When you're paying almost $1,200-$1,300 for rent or $2,000 for a 1-bedroom in a hood somewhere, that could be kind of discouraging. So, that's why some of the brothers out there might want to mooch off a woman. I see that a lot, too. A lot of the brothers out there are mooching off the women, and they letting these men, grown men, lay up on them. And that really bothers me because I have a daughter. And I'm like, okay, when you have I think for men or some men, when you have a daughter and you have daughters, your mindset kind of change because certain things I don't even want my daughter to have to go through. I want to make sure she's already set so you're not asking about anything. So we kind of think a little bit different once we have daughters and we're trying to raise into women. Mm-hmm. So, I say that to say, I always tell a lot of my friends in California, like, maybe, you need to get on a plane and travel. No, Corey, it's not a diss to Cali, but it's the truth. I mean, I'm only speaking fact. It's not a diss.
I have a question, D. I have a question for you. You keep saying, get on a plane, go travel, Okay, so
see the world.
Well,
because life is too short for one. You have to do this.
We go and travel and meet.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Where you go, Yvonne? Where you go? Come back to us, Yvonne. Come back.
Oh, hey, she was getting good. She was getting a point too.
I know. OMG. Yep, whoa. She's gone. But you know what? I want to make this point because Yvonne was on to something that basically it kind of struck me, right? So when she said, you go out here and you go and travel and do all of these things. Well, I'm not going to say a lot of women, but I think that a lot of women don't make as much money as men do. And they're stuck with, right? Okay. So they're stuck with more responsibilities like taking care of a household and a child, taking care of things that, is not always, what happened? You there? Rollin D?
I'm here.
Oh, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, you see me?
Hey, it's like magic. Houdini.
Oh my God. But okay, Yvonne, go ahead and finish your point.
Yes, I want to hear the rest.
Okay. So you go to these different places. And I live here in Texas.
Okay.
So let's say I meet somebody in Atlanta. What the hell am I going to do with him in Atlanta?
Well, again, okay. Well, I'll let you finish. I'll tell you my part. I'll let you finish, and I'll tell you my
Because
part.
I have a follow up to that,
I got to
Yvonne, and
follow
you know
too.
I do.
I got to follow too, and it's gonna be a good one. But go ahead.
Okay, what's your follow up?
Tony,
Then I'll count.
No, go ahead, D. Give her your follow up.
Well, the woman I'm with right now is from.
Hear him.
Okay, the woman I'm with right now is from Chicago. Okay, guess where we met? And I'm not embarrassed to say it because it's the truth. We met on MySpace.
Okay.
Way back in the day, we communicated.
What did he say? I can't hear him.
MySpace.
They met on MySpace.
Okay, so we communicated, chopped it up, talk. She came down to come visit. We had a good time, enjoyed each other's company. We talked, kept talking. And guess what? I moved her down here to Atlanta. So again, trust me when I tell you about the process, because I've been there and done that. And I know other folks who've done this and use this method that I'm trying to use. You have to go out and explore this beautiful world. Now she's not only here, she's happy here.
All right, you have to share, because I don't know if your listeners can hear it, but I can't hear.
Toni,
well, it is. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can hear you. I'm wondering if Yvonne might have to just duck out and come back in. I'm going to pull it up on Facebook and see if it's broadcast.
And that's the story I don't think I've ever shared. But when I think about me and her, we sit back and laugh a lot. Like, damn, we met years ago.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay, but okay. So I mean, I know someone and have met someone that was in another state. Okay, and great chemistry. Okay, and been knowing this person for a number of years. Okay. He's as busy as I am. It works that way. He's tall. He's good looking. All that.
Okay.
But he doesn't want to leave his state. I can't leave my state.
See that? I mean, that's the.
See.
Okay. Well, let me back. Let me backtrack a little bit. See, she wanted to get out where she lived at the time. She was just like, okay, I'm ready to, make a change, So I think I helped with that process of helping to make that change. And again, she's been nothing but prosperous since she's been here. I mean, that's I'm just like, okay. I believe, but I know things happen. But in your case, there, now that's a tough one. If either one want to break, but I mean, so how?
But it's not like either one of us don't want to be together. Right. It's just that we both have really solid careers. That's tough.
Yeah, and that's
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
But I'm saying it's tough. I mean, it's a choice,
Do you hear Yvonne?
Oh, I can hear her. She froze on my screen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You don't hear her at all?
Nope. She's like a mummy.
Oh, no.
That's me. Mummy Vaughn.
Oh my gosh. I'm
gonna try this one more time.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's really tough when you've got that situation. And Miss Jacqueline says, that unless God says so, she's not going anywhere else. And I don't know what would change my and his situation, and it is tough because the problem is that we both understand what the other wants. Okay. We both understand what the needs are of the other.
Right.
But it's just hard to put us in the same place.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a few choices have to be made, of course. And, well, like James said, it's not that tough.
First of all, we're not even listening to James Thomas, okay?
Well, no, but he has a very valid point.
I don't care what James Thomas has to say because I only put his thing up so I could give him hell.
Okay.
James is the one. Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I'm just,
Okay.
James is the one that has started that rumor that I was pregnant.
oh, for real?
So you're the one.
Oh, that's him? Oh, wow. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at first. I'm like, what? I think I've been drinking at night too. So I mean, it took some of my late medication. So I kept saying, "Pregnant, Tony, pregnant." I kept saying, "What?" I thought it was an April Fool's joke. If I said, "Well, today ain't the first," so
I could have reached through that computer and choked Mr. Thomas. Okay.
And I'll say he can hear all three, Tony.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Al. Oh my God. Yeah, I love you too, Mr. Thomas. But Yvonne, do you agree that going to other places and finding love is not always going to be the solution?
Well, how do you know if you ever tried it? How do you know if you ever did it? I mean, like, how can you say that? Like, how can you rule that out?
Look,
I mean, if you're trying to make things happen,
hang on, she's talking. Hang on, because I don't think that she can hear you.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Just because it worked for you
doesn't
mean that it always worked. And I want to know if
until you try, how you gonna know?
How did she?
I mean, I don't know.
But see, you guys can't hear each other.
Maybe when I write my book, maybe y'all maybe y'all feel me there when I write the book. And I gave this advice to a few people, and them same people years later came back and thanked me like, "Man, D, you was right. Maybe you come back here a few years ago. I need to do this. I traveled here and went here, man. And you never. I mean, it works, man. I mean, yeah, your situation was one situation, Tony. Okay, I understand, but it's other situations out there that can catch your.
But
interest.
It's not just my situation. You see
that. I see your situation because you said
But wait a minute. But you see that you've got two women on here that have been basically agreeing. Okay, Jacqueline and Robin, okay, and Yvonne.
And what's their status? All three
We're all single. You know what? Don't you dare. Can't stand you. Yvonne, you're everybody thinking. I think that they can hear you. I think Roland D and you cannot hear each other.
Wow.
Yeah, and see, she's breaking up. Her connection is getting bad. Mm-hmm. It's getting bad. But
no, I mean, again, Tony, these are just solutions. I mean, just a couple. I mean, again, they may not work for everyone, but if you have the luxury to be able to get out and get away, just see different parts of the world and just mix and mingle. Because again, when I told you about the story, I went to Jamaica. That changed my whole life because it changed my attitude when I came back to the States. I was a different man. Then I went back again. I said, let me just see if this is really true. So I went back the next year. And again, it's just something that happened when I was over that just gave me this confidence. When I came back, I was just, a different individual. And once I came back to the States, then my attitude was different. And I started seeing the change when I came back. Sometimes you may have to get away to get your glow and then come back to your state you're in. Then you may have something that may just come your direction. Now, I don't know what part of Texas Yvonne is in, but if Yvonne is in Dallas or in Houston, both of them places are banging.
Dallas has some men.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dallas and Houston? Come on, I mean, I don't know. I said, okay, I mean, not that I'm not looking for the brother. I'm just saying, they got some brothers out there. I met some cool brothers out there. I got relatives out there and cousins out there. Real cool folks.
So everybody's saying that they can hear you guys. You guys can't hear each other.
Which is crazy.
That's the problem.
Okay,
James, if he had $10 million in the bank, would you have to think about going? Excellent point, James. Excellent point. I like that.
So if James had $10 million in the bank, if he had $10 million in the bank, would you have to think about going to be with him?
Real good question.
Hell no.
Right.
Why?
But see,
so, is it a money thing? Is it a financial?
No, it's not a money thing. It's not a well, No, it's not a financial thing.
Okay.
Because I like to work. I like to work. If I had money, I'd still be doing something. Trust me. You know, and I don't think that, and I am that kind of woman who would not be dependent upon a man because of his money. That's just not who I am.
But 10 million?
I have to be able to, I have to be able to do what I do.
So okay, if you had 10 million, so if you had 10 million, you would move out there with him, but you would still work, which is fine, which is cool. Because yeah, that's cool. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
You know, so that's just me, and I don't know if that's a lot of other women. You know, that's just, you know, that's who I am. But I'm not personally, I'm not one that would be there to sit up on a man, you know, because I wouldn't want a man sitting up on me. So James says, if you love someone, you do what you have to do.
Key word, James, if you love someone. A lot of folks nowadays don't really understand the concept of love.
Yeah.
Real talk. I mean, so they ain't finna move state. They don't really, because they love you, right. If you love someone, you got to value by that point.
Right.
Do what you have to do, but nowadays, please.
Yeah, that's a different can of worms.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize what time it is. It's 10 till. We've been doing this. Oh my gosh. Before I even go any further, I do have to recognize our sponsors, Shades of Africa in 2 locations, in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. So we thank you, Shades of Africa, for your support over these last, 7 years they've been with us. Also, thank you to Miss Gina Smith, SPMG Media, who happens to also make sure that we continue to be seen in the media, whether it be print or digital media. So thank you, Miss Gina Smith, for being such a wonderful publicist. Also, thank you to Mr. Reggie Kearney of the Urban Sentinel. He also is the host of Real World News TV. So you guys can check them out every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. No, is it 7? No, that's man to man. I get so mixed up. Y'all driving me nuts. Honestly. All these damn shows.
You love every minute of it.
I do. That's called insanity at its best.
Well, you are certified.
Also, thank you to Miss Stephanie Warren Jenkins of FES Protection Plan. So for more information regarding our sponsors, head over to our website at hottopicstalkradio.com/sponsor. And while you're there, check out some of the other pages that include some of the shows and catch up on past shows and find out what we've got going on as hosts. We've got our bios up. You can find out more about us. You know, we're an open book. So check us out at hottopicstalkradio.com. Hey, Miss Stephanie. What's my calling? You know what? I'm glad I've got contacts in because I thought she said, "Who are you calling?" I had to look at it twice. I'm like, "Who am I calling?" Oh my God! Thank you, sis. I love you. But tonight's topic is, so I want to go back because I think we've got about 9 minutes, right?
Yep.
So I want to go back to some of the things that I found interesting that were on the women's list of what they wanted. Miss Yvonne, I'm gonna tax you with this one because this list. I'm trying to pull it up now. I'm trying. I'm prepared as always. Because when questions come to me, I just ask them. I don't get prepared for anything. Let's go back to the men. I'm going to ask you this question, Yvonne, because some of these are part of what Rollin D. he was alluding to earlier. There are 7 things that a man looks for and that is important to him in a relationship. One would be praise and approval.
Yeah.
Okay, so D kind of said that, and of course, respect is on the list.
Of course.
Also, a sense of sexual connection. And I think when you had brought up sex,
that is important.
Yeah, when you brought up sex, I think that's where you were going.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and emotional intimacy. What do you think about that one?
You know what? I think emotional intimacy is more. Men want that more than they actually want than they actually want. Than they want the actual sex act, because there are conversations I've had that the guy he's expressed that
silence
sexual intimacy.
I feel like the awkward kid in school. Okay.
Being intimate.
My glasses back on.
Sexual than the
see no evil, hear no evil.
Because it's kind of like foreplay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're hugging and you're connecting and you're touching and it's just yeah. And so it builds that drive in you.
Yeah, leave it there. That could go somewhere. But you know what I found interesting on this list? Okay, number 5 sits right in the middle of all of these needs is space. A man needs space.
Yes. We all need our space.
So I'm going to ask Rollin D.
True. Sometimes.
What would you regard as that want or that need when someone says they need space?
Well, you say need space. I mean, what kind of space? You need to go take a drive. You need to go what? Go to the store, hit a corner. You need to do what? Take a vacation. I mean, they say need space. You need to take a break.
Well,
because if I think when you guys are going to work every day, or if you guys not seeing each other for a long period of time, should be good enough space. If you're going for 10 hours out of the day or 8 hours out of the day, and you come home and okay, I see you again. Okay, I think we've had our little space away from each other.
Okay, because on here it says that I'm not going to read everything that it says, but it says that you can suffocate a man by being overly jealous, showing jealous behavior, and that would be the fastest way to get rid of that man.
True, but I agree with that. I agree with that.
Can I make a comment on that too?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I my perception of needing space is you've had a hard day. You come home, you don't want to.
Damn it! Every time she's going to make a good point, she freezes. Ah! But I think I know where she's going. I really honestly think I know where she was going. Because when she said you come home from a hard day's work, I know who I am. I need 20 minutes. Like, okay, perfect example. Okay. So tonight I came in, right? And when I got here, my son was here. And I went right from the door to the couch. I hadn't taken my shoes off. I plopped down on the couch and backpack, everything. I plopped down and I didn't want to hear anything. I didn't want to see anything. I don't want to know about anything. I just need my time. So I think that's where she was going. Okay. I don't hear you, Yvonne. You're trying to come through, but you're not coming through. But then, okay, I think we only have 3 minutes because I'm going to try and close this down in a little bit. Okay. So you remember how I just said, Rollin D, how there were 7 things?
Right.
That this is the short list for the women. This is 12. Okay, this is the short list. So they want humility from a man. They want vulnerability, emotional awareness. Now, I don't want to read all of this, but what it tends to, I guess, say is that they want a man to be connected as to what they're feeling emotionally. And sometimes I don't even know if that's possible. Men don't feel what women feel. And let's see, they want attention, gentleness, love in action, which means don't just say it, show it. Yvonne's still trying to come through. Bless her little heart. Yvonne, we only have 2 minutes left.
Just forget it.
Also, affection, appreciation,
right?
Acceptance, strength, straightforwardness, and humor. Now, the only one that I really disagree, well, I'm not going to say I disagree with it, because I like a man to tell me what the hell is going on with him or what's on his mind. I like just put it out for me straight, right? A lot of women are afraid to hear the truth.
True.
Okay, so like you said, and how and what Yvonne had said earlier, you got to be careful what you're looking for and what you're asking for.
You gotta be true. You gotta be careful. It's very important nowadays, and I think a lot of people understand that because again, you keep asking, you don't get what you ask for. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. I remember I used to sit on the couch, watch, the BT late night videos. And I'd be like, come on, God. No, and I was, excuse me for getting ready to say this. I'd be like, man, God, why can I have one of these bad bitches? And believe me.
Oh, my God.
I know, as I said, excuse me before I said, but when I tell you, be careful what you ask for. Oh, he bought me a bad bitch, all right. And believe me.
Oh, I remember that one.
Exactly. So be careful what you ask for. I mean, she was bad. All my friends like, ooh, D, where you get that? Ooh, D. Yeah. All they know the hell you put me through for 3 years.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
Be careful. I beg my folks out there, man, please be careful what you ask for. You can sit on here and say, oh, I'm looking for that, looking for this. But if that rolls your way, you better be ready to accept it.
Right. Oh my gosh. I hate that Yvonne kind of got all hung up. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. We're going to have to send her lots of love and kisses. Lots of love and kisses. Because she was trying to make some points, and I know that they were going to be on point. I really know they were going to be on point. But we have come to the end of the show. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. We really do appreciate your support, your love, and just being a part of what we do. It means a lot to us. It really does. I want you to make sure that you follow us on Facebook under Hot Topics Talk Radio. And what else? Oh, make sure that you go to the website. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm looking at everything to try and end everything. But I want you to follow us on Facebook so you can get all the notifications of the shows, and send me some show ideas. Okay. I like addressing topics that are given to us by our viewers. So send me some show ideas. I would love to talk about them. So would Rollin D. You're going to get that Dalai Lama face, but he'll talk about it. Oh my gosh. So I want you guys to come on back tomorrow night for Man to Man Radio. Man to Man Radio.
I'm going to catch that, but it's just I'll be out and about. I'm off on Thursday. I'll be just out and about. They come on so early. If it come on like late night, like later, like how we are right here, I'll be home, but I'll be out and about around it when y'all come on. I get the invite you send me, but I just don't be home.
Yeah, because they come on too early for you because you're still working.
Yeah. No, I'm off, but I'll just be out and about. I don't be home.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'll have to make myself sit home one night and just check it out. I mean, I've been wanting to check it out for a
those
while.
two, oh my gosh. Richard Hall and Chris Smith are the biggest fools I know. It's just, oh my God. And I am just so pleased to have them as part of the network. Do you realize, Rollin D, that it has been a year?
For them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
1 year exactly?
Yeah, it has been a year. So I'm loving what they bring to the network, and I really want everybody to pay attention to these two young guys because they do a great show and they have some great topics. And as a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull their topic I'm not prepared. I'm never prepared. Their topic, and I never keep all these damn things in my head. I'm sorry. I write them and then they go away until we get on air. That's awful. It's awful. I know I'm holding you up, but y'all can wait. Good topic for tomorrow night on Man to Man with Chris and Richard. Tomorrow night's topic is mixed signals. This is a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. So it's called Mixed Signals. What are you really trying to say? So come on back tomorrow night and join in on their show and have a really good time because they really make some great points. Their show starts at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Central, and 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Make sure that you go to their page on Man to Man TV on Facebook. And don't forget, the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network and Hot Topics Talk Radio and all the shows are sponsored by Shades of Africa in 2 locations, in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. Also sponsored by the Urban Sentinel, Mr. Reggie Kearney. Thank you for everything that you do for this network, on camera and off. Also sponsored by SPMG Media, the beautiful and the lovely Miss Gina Johnson-Smith, who happens to do our publicist work for us, making sure that we stay seen in print and in digital. For more information, and FES Protection Plan, Miss Stephanie Warren Jenkins. She is, oh my gosh, she's doing some great things. She is helping people to repair their credit. Believe it or not, she can do it. She can put you on the right track and give you a greater financial future. So for more information regarding our sponsors, head on over to our website at hottopictalkradio.com/sponsors and make sure to check out all of what the website has to offer. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. I hate that Yvonne Baker kind of like slipped out on us, but she had some technical issues going on, but we love her and she'll come on back next week and we'll get this thing going again. So until then, until I see you tomorrow night, and if I don't, have a wonderful rest of your week, fantastic night, and always keep God first. You guys have a wonderful night. Good night. Bye, Rollin D.
See you later.